So the UFC welterweight division is a mess right now, but you might be wondering how can there be a problem with the most stacked division in the UFC? The division is filled with most exciting, most bullied, most cringe, most inactive, most well-dressed, and most forgetful contender. We also have a new champion, Jack Madlina, who recently saved the division from Bilal Muhammad.
Save the division. Save it.
It is safe to say that UFC is very happy right now. With Islam Makhachev moving up to the welterweight division to fight Jack for the belt, and the UFC stripping Islam from the lightweight belt, because Islam wanted to keep his lightweight belt, it is obvious that the next title shot will be given to Islam against Jack Madlina. Because of this, we have a problem with the welterweight division with so many contenders who wants to get a title fight next. By the way, subscribe to MMA Shift so that your favorite fighter won't end up lifting weights like Conor McGregor. And now let's begin with contender number 1, Sean Brady, who is the most deserving fighter to get a title shot and is still willing to fight Shavkat Rakhmonov
If I have to go beat Shavkat and then fight for the belt, I'm cool with that.
or Ian Gary to get a title shot next. Sean Brady bullied Leon in the last fight, and that too in front of Leon's home ground. It was such a dominant performance that Leon did not even land a single shot in a round, and was looking like this after the round. Sean has 4 minutes and 57 seconds of control time in round 2. He deserved to fight for the title, especially if he gets one more win. The next contender is Shavkat Rakhmonov, who has been inactive, only fought once in last year and has no win in top 5 of the welterweight division. His last win was over Ian Gary, in which he did not look that good. Shavkat is now demanding an immediate title shot next, which is insane. Let's see what he said line by line recently. The situation is difficult. I'm waiting to see who will fight for the title. I don't know which part of the world Shavkat is right now. He may think that divisions stop moving if he does not fight, but everyone knows that Islam is getting the next title shot.
Islam Makhachev is going to move up to the welterweight division to face Jack Della Maddalena.
Let's continue. Perhaps we will go straight to the title fight. No bro, you are not getting a title fight. The UFC has made Islam vacate the lightweight belt and you think you will get a title shot above Islam? Let's continue. Even next year, I'm waiting. So Shavkat only fought once last year and he can wait till next year. Does this mean he does not plan to have any fight this year only because he's not getting a title shot? That is some next level Kobe Covington BS. Next he said, I don't want to waste my energy on intermediate fights. Waste energy? Bro, what happens to getting more name in your resume, earning more money and becoming the best fighter in the world? On intermediate fights, the last fight we remembered you were like this and were cheating by putting your fingers into Ian gloves so that he could not get a grip for the choke. Well, to be honest, Ian also put his finger on his glove to get a tight choke, but still I'm going to call you out. I see so many comments saying that Shavkat deserves a title shot, but most of the fans forget or don't know Shavkat already offered the title shot. Let me take you to UFC 300. The UFC offered Shavkat Rakhmonov, Khamzat Chimaev and Islam Makhachev a title shot against Leon Edwards, who was the welterweight champion at that time. Since both Khamzat and Islam are in different weight class, Islam would have to bulk up for the welterweight fight, which was not only a short notice fight but also during a Ramadan. I can understand why Islam turned down that fight. Also for Khamzat Chimaev, who has been fighting in the middleweight division, he has to cut more weight for the welterweight division for a short notice fight during Ramadan. So I can understand his reason too. Shavkat won't have to face any problem like this. It was only during Ramadan. And I can also understand if he does not want to fight either. But guys, what do you think Bilal would have done? If they offered him that fight, Bilal would definitely be fighting in UFC 300 against Leon Edwards. But thank God they did not put Bilal as a main event to headline UFC 300. No one wants to see that. At last, Alex Pereira stepped up and knocked out Jamal Hill in UFC 300. Anyways, at this point you have Sean Brady, who is willing to fight despite being up in the ranking compared to Shavkat's ranking. You have Ian Gary, who took a short notice fight against Shavkat when Bilal pulled out from the fight during the injury. If Ian Gary did not take that fight, Shavkat had not fought even once last year and still probably would be begging for the title shot next. After Shavkat fight, Ian took another short notice fight against Carlos Pratos, who was knocking out everyone at that time. Ian won against Carlos Pratos and handed the first loss to the Fighting Nerds. Then he also made a championship weight to be a backup fighter for Bilal vs JDM fight. How can Ian not be in next line above Shavkat, especially if he fights one more time and Shavkat keeps waiting because he does not know anything what is happening in the division right now. Then we also have Kamaru Usman, who had an impressive win against Joaquin Buckley. Since Kamaru is a former dominant champion and a big name, he has been calling out for the title shot too. But the most important thing that people are missing is Islam vs JDM fight. If Islam win, he won't be able to fight soon because of Ramadan, which will be from February to March. And then Islam also needed a time to prepare. You can't put him in any card as well. So we are looking at a long time for him to defend the title in case he won. Is Shavkat is planning to remain inactive till that time? We also have Michael Morales, who is undefeated and is currently ranked number 7 in the welterweight division. If he wins 2 fights till Islam is ready to defend the belt, he will have a better resume than Shavkat. Then we also have Bilal Muhammad as a number 1 contender, who I forgot to mention before. He has been calling out Ilia Topuria and Kamaru Usman. But let's be real, no matter what he does, the UFC will try their best to keep him away from the title shot. Let me know in the comment section what do you think. I will give a shout out in my next video to anyone who comments in this video. Now watch this video so that no one forgets the name of your favorite fighter like they do for Bilal. Thanks for watching. Bye bye.